Hello, how do I set realistic expectation for exit timing? Well, by default, I like to use all-time highest price as my exit point. And when the price reach that level, when the price exceed the previous all-time highest price, I will reassess the stock again, analyze it again to see if I want to stay in the trade longer or get out. Today we are going to analyze INTU as of June 24, 2026. When we are looking at INTU, right now the price is going down. It reached the valley line where I want to buy it, and I make a purchase there. Because I'm using maximum chart, more precisely maximum daily chart, all-time highest price, the previous all-time highest price was in 2025. Purchasing it right at the valley line where I want to buy it, I will wait. So I set my exit point to be the price need to exceed this price. So when the price goes up and exceed this price, is going to this all-time highest price is going to shift from this area to the next peak, the next all-time peak. Because I'm trading growth stocks, they create those all-time highest peak like that. So it's going to shift to that area. So at that point, I'm going to ask myself if I'm confident, if I'm okay locking in the profit that I accumulated so far, or if I want to stay in the trade longer. And then to answer that question, I will look for the last time it left the valley line to the previous peak and then came back to the valley line, how long it climbed up. And for instance, we have this peak here, and it took 2 years, pretty much 3 years and a half. In fact, it took about 3 years and a half to exceed it. So, but then when it exceeded, is a matter of months. So we have the date on the x-axis from the past to the present, and the price on the y-axis from $0 up. So when it exceeded, like in around May 2025, it continued to climb up until August 2025, and then was down. In this, for instance, then I would say, because it's not going to exactly follow those time frames necessarily, I would say that 3 months difference is not much. So therefore, when it exceeds this all-time highest price, I can just get out of the trade. So that is those type of analytical brainstorming that I do from stock to stock to make my exit, to decide on my exit plan. And it's not clear and I'm still learning, and sometimes it can be confusing. So this one, for instance, is still going down. I will go to maximum monthly chart to see there is another line. So is this one, and I don't think it's going to get to there, but frankly it's close to it as well. And in this instance though, since it's still around my buying zone, let's go back to daily chart, and 258 right now, and I could have purchased it around 348. So getting close to $100 price difference there per share. I will mark a red on my watch list to see if I want to buy some more, because it's still around my buying zone. So this is the list that I'm working with. So I'll go to, is the same list but alphabetical. So you can see I mark it in red there. that when I have money, I can buy some more if I wanted to. So that is how I set realistic exit point. So we can use an example here of RPM. Now it's going to be PWR. So when I'm looking at PWR here, I will say I have early exits, but the exit that I said was all-time highest price. So it reached all-time highest price here. I make two purchases, one around this support line, it pulled back to this one, I purchase it again. And when it reached this all-time highest price, that's when it exceeded this previous peak, I sold it. And I think my thinking will be, I don't know if it pulls back a little bit sharply, I could be negative in this purchase that was a little bit higher. But again, another cycle began around here, so therefore I should have been okay staying the trade longer. But all-time highest price again in 2025, I was more using that all-time highest price as my exit point. So when it reached it, I sold it. So now looking back, you'll notice that it was early exit. I could have seen the trade longer. So in 2025, I was using this all-time highest price as my default exit point. That was the way I was, I said it, and that was a basic expectation. I know when I'm going to sell it before I even buy, because I can see all-time highest price. So when it reached it, I sold it. But now going close to 2025, I decided, by looking at those results, I decided that now I need to analyze it better. I need to improve my exit strategy, and I'm still working on it. So, and then I came to that plan that instead of just using that as the exit point, it will be my default exit point. But before I sell it, it will be good to look at the previous cycle originated from the valley line back to the valley line to see how many years it took, or how long it took for the stocks to leave the valley to reach all-time highest peak. And after it reached all-time, the cycle before that, when it exceeded that cycle peak, how long it continued to climb up, and then decided that, well, when it reached all-time highest price, if it's going to continue to the previous cycle, it continued to climb up for an extended period of time, then I might decide to send a trade for at least a half or three-fourths of that time. And in this sense, it's like 1 year. When it exceeded this all-time highest price around here, it continued for 1 year. But of course, pulling back to rest on this secondary support line that is supporting the upside wall of the mountain it was climbing and going up. But it did it for another year. So therefore, I should have stayed in the trade for at least a year. And now, using that analogy, when we come back here, it reached all-time highest price here in June 2025, and it reached, we have a peak here. Pretty much every highest price is going to show this peak here. So we have a peak here in May of 2026, and it's going down. So I don't know if it's done going up, or if it's going to continue going up after it rests a little bit, because we could easily trace a support line here. But yeah, in fact, we should be able to trace it like this. But anyway, so it seems like it respected this cycle by a month, a little bit shorter, a month shorter. June to May, it pretty much is like, yeah, it is close to almost a year that it continued to go up here. And those just allow me to learn, and that's why I decided to just swing trade the same stocks over and over and over, and I took my time to create a list of them. That way I can just analyze them and keep swing trading them so that I can learn from those previous trades to improve my future trades. And putting those arrows there allow me to journal my trade, my historical trades as well, so that easily without looking at my financial record, I can I can remember what I did time frame wise. It won't tell me exactly how much I pay for it, but it's going to be underneath the daily bar of the day that I purchased or that I sold. So thank you so much for watching our videos. One thing that I did this year as well was to sell a part of the stocks as well. For this, for instance, I purchased it there around this support line. It was so high, it came back down here. I purchased it again, and then it started going up. So it reached all-time highest price there, and I was not sure like it exceeded this peak for the previous cycle. This cycle originated from here, and it reached all-time highest price around this area, and I was not sure if I wanted to stay in the trade longer or not, because it crawled around the valley line here for a year or so before it took off. So it's just not every stock that is a clear cut for you to actually see what happened during the previous cycle for you to base your assumption on it, to see if you can make decision based on that. So then what I did is I sold this first purchase there to lock in that profit. When you are not sure of your exit plan, you have profit, you don't know if that will be an early exit or not, maybe you can sell a portion to just lock in your to break even, to cash out your capital. That way the share you left will just be your profit. That way when you sell it, you know that that one will just be your profit. I did it some years ago when I was trading, not using swing trading strategy but just trading. I use that strategy, but I don't use it often. When I'm selling stock, I just sell all my share, even if I purchase it at multiple occasions. Like they are MPW at WMPR. I don't even know what that MPW, but the previous one that we analyzed, I sold all of it. But this one, I sold the first one because first in, first out. So when I sold the number of shares that I purchased first when I sold it, that was what was sold for me. I won't have as much profit in this sell than this, but I kept this one to see, if I want to stay in the trade longer. So that is just one way to do it as well, until you are comfortable with your strategy to see which way works for you. But that is how I set my exit strategy, my exit expectation. So what about you? Based on the strategy you use, how do you set a realistic expectation to sell your stocks after you purchase them? Thank you so much for watching our videos. We thank you very much for your time. Thank you for all your comments, and we thank you very much for subscribing to our channel. I'm Afiavi, and on our channel we share different ways to save money and different ways to make money to reach our financial independence. And swing trading could be over time another stream of income for you. Just start small, but surely you will increase the value of your account. So as a disclaimer, I'm not a financial advisor. I'm not a professional trader. I just swing trade in our personal account and share here with you what I'm learning, what is working, what is not working, my experience, so that if you find some tips useful, you can customize them to your liking, improve them, and use them in your own financial success journey. But will you please use our information with caution? For more videos in this series, will you please check the playlist How to Start Swing Trading Step by Step Using Long Option Lines. in the description of this video. And this video is brought to you by our online store, Liberman.com. If you are looking for tote bag, pouches, cloth napkins, will you please check our online store, Liberman.com. Thank you so much for your time. Happy swing trading.